Hmm? Yeah. Kuna wingi kwa wanasaidia niambia niambie kwenye nasaidia shule na
All right. Welcome to today's live. I know this wasn't planned, but welcome to the live. I'm going to be starting at 12:10 sharp. 12:10 sharp Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be starting this live. I have a lot in store for you today. So it doesn't matter if there's only one person here or there are 10 people here. I'm going to be taking this to the next level, showing you how to use artificial intelligence tools to put together proposals for government contracts. So 12:10 sharp, I'm going to be with you. All right. All right, guys, as you join live, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed. Be sure to send this video to somebody who you believe is going to get value from it, because we're going to be talking about how to use artificial intelligence tools to bid on federal government contracts. As you join, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Like this video because we are going to begin shortly. We are going to begin shortly. Today, we're going to be looking at how we can break down government contracts using artificial intelligence tools. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be with you 12:10 sharp. All right. By my time, it's 11:59. It's 11:59 by my time. I'm going to begin the presentation. I'm going to begin the presentation. All right. All right. First things first, I want to take some time to recognize some of the members of our community who have won government contracts over the past 6 to 8 months. Now, I love showing these testimonials because they prove that each time I'm on these lives, each time I am taking a one on one with a business in the United States, it's not a waste. Learning how to use artificial intelligence tools can actually give you an edge. Some of the stories in our testimonials are not just, oh, this guy was able to win a contract. We're talking about people who have never won a contract before, complete beginners who are able to have the best technical write up, who are able to negotiate the best price, who are able to win two contracts within a 60-day period, all because they had the the jet fuel, the artificial intelligence behind them. And I want to take a moment to recognize them again. Today, I want to talk about breaking down a government contract and creating a proposal plan with a caveat. The caveat is in less than 2 hours. Because one of the reasons that we use artificial intelligence tools is because we want to have the ability to save the time. The time is crucial. And being able to save the time also means that we're going to have long term sustainability if we have a system that allows us to write proposals that are of high quality quickly. If you want results like this, like some of our community members who were able to win $7,000 contracts, or a result like this, somebody who was able to win a six-figure contract, Rashad, then I want you to stop whatever you're doing right now. Just stop whatever you're doing and focus on the lesson of today. I'm going to show you how you can begin to write a proposal from scratch without the stress, without going through tedious time, and to still have a high quality proposal at the end. By the way, if you want to join our inner circle, a community of like minded individuals who are also bidding on government contracts using AI, we meet every Wednesday. I'd like you to use the link in the description. See you there. But let's talk a little bit about some of the problems that small businesses face when bidding on government contracts, and specifically when it comes to writing the proposals that need to be submitted to the contracting officer. The first problem is that they are not sure about how to structure that proposal. How do you structure the proposal? That's the question that's usually on their mind. Second problem is time, time, time. Some of these proposals are going to need to be lengthy because you are required to explain in your technical section how you are going to fulfill the work. You might be required to send in multiple documentation, multiple affidavits for one contract, and it requires some time. Also, difficulty in communicating your capability. Difficulty in communicating your capability. I understand you've been a realtor for the last 30 years. But how do you put that experience on paper in such a way that it connects to the problem that the government agency is currently having and positions your company as the company as the solution? They have a problem with communicating their capability. But I want to talk a bit deeper about these problems. Let's get a bit deeper with the problems. Problem number one, they're not sure how to structure the proposal. In fact, let me start by saying that many small business owners actually believe that there's this one particular structure, that there's this one way to structure a proposal. And this belief keeps them stuck because they keep searching for that one way, when in reality, each proposal is different. So many people believe they need to adhere to a specific format when writing a proposal. And not knowing this format often leaves them feeling stuck because there is no one format. One of the most popular questions I get amongst community members and amongst subscribers is, what does a winning proposal look like? And I think I might have told the story before, but one time I was with my community members and this question kept coming up. What does a winning proposal actually look like? And I asked one of our community members, "Hey, can you show me one of your proposals? Show me one of the proposals that have actually won a contract." And when she displayed the proposal, people were actually shocked. People were actually shocked because it looked like black ink on white paper. It was not a GQ magazine. It was not colorful. It didn't have stories about the founder. It was straight to the point, straight to the problem, and straight to the solution. The way the contracting officers or the way the solicitation had outlined the instructions. So, listen, they're not sure about how to structure because they believe there's only one structure. That's one of the problems. The second problem is time. I remember I was hosting a proposal writing class and I had an attorney. She had won multiple state contracts. And, when I was talking to her, she was telling me a bit about her experience. She had been an attorney for over 2 decades. So she's used to handling volumes of information and having to distill them into perhaps simple pretext. So I asked her, why do you need to be in an AI proposal writing class? She said, Godwin, I don't think that this proposal writing is sustainable for me over the long term. because she has to spend hours into the midnight putting the proposal together. So that was why she took an AI proposal writing class, because the time it takes to put a proposal together is a lot. Then the last thing is the difficulty in communicating your capability. I have talked to many businesses across the United States who have a healthy reputation and experience in the private sector. They have a healthy reputation and experience in the private sector such that they can get customers in the private sector all the time. But now it's time for them to communicate that experience to the government, to the contracting officer, to the government agency. And then it becomes difficult. It becomes challenging because they need to align their experience with the exact problem that the contracting officer or the government agency has. So there's a difficulty in communicating their capability. Conveying your capability effectively can be challenging and requires clear and precise communication. Clear and precise communication. And in order to do this, it's going to take a lot of effort. I've talked about the three problems that small businesses face. The first one was they're not sure about the structure of the proposal because, one, they believe that there's only one structure. The second one is the time. It takes a lot of time to put these proposals together and to put them together compliantly. And the third is the difficulty in communicating your capability on paper to the contracting officer. So, what if I told you there was a different way to write these proposals? What if I told you that you did not have to struggle to put these proposals together? What if I told you there was a way that you didn't have to follow a fixed structure? Instead, you're going to follow the structure that was given to you in the solicitation. What if I showed you how to get to that point? What if I showed you that a way to write a proposal without having to spend hours, I mean ridiculous amount of hours, putting it together? What if I could get you to that point? What if I could show you how to easily communicate your capability on paper? So it's not going to be difficult, where you can put your past performance in such a way that it's going to make sense to the contracting officer because it's going to be aligned, making the communication easy. What if I told you that there was a way to do that? What if I told you there was a framework, a system that was reliable, that was repeatable, and result oriented, meaning that at the end of this system, you're going to have something at the end that you can possibly submit. That's what I mean by result oriented. It's reliable because it's always going to work. It's always going to give you something. It's repeatable because you can teach it to someone else the same way I am teaching it to you right now. But in order for you to effectively use these systems, I have to tell you the truth. You're going to have to change some of your beliefs. You're going to have to change some of your beliefs in order for you to effectively use these systems. One of the beliefs is that you can't use AI. Listen, do not be part of the camp of people who say that AI is required, it requires some kind of technical skill in order for you to get going. Don't be part of the people who believe that you're late to the game, that AI has already gone so far and so far advanced that you cannot start learning today. Don't be part of the people who believe that AI is going to destroy the world. Therefore, you're going to ignore it and you're not going to use it, only to find out that the world is not going to end as a result of AI. Do not be part of the belief system that you cannot use AI, that it's too technical for you. This should be completely ignored. Do not be part of the people who think that AI will write your entire proposal with just one prompt. Instead of thinking about having one prompt, think about having a process. Using just one prompt will never be sufficient for you to put together a proposal that is up to standard. So do not have this belief. Again, these are the beliefs that you need to get rid of. Okay. The first one is that AI is too technical. Get rid of that belief. The second one is that you think that AI will write your entire proposal with one prompt. Nonsense. Get rid of that belief as well. The third is that you need to see templates. There's so many people who are saying, Godwin, look, I need to see a couple of templates. Show me exactly what a winning proposal is going to look like. But how are you going to know? How are you going to know from a template? Even if you looked at a template for a waste management contract that was won in 2024, it would be completely different from one of the contracts that they're going to put today in 2025, whether it's pricing, whether it's even the structure. The last contract, it could have been all about past performance. The new contract could be focused on technical requirements. You cannot rely on this system of templates, of using templates. It's not going to work out. Then, with that being said, guys, I want to get started with the demo. I'm going to run up a quick demo. We're going to go to ChatGPT first. In fact, before I do this, I am going to share my entire screen. I will share my entire screen. First thing I'll do is share my entire screen. While sharing the screen, I'm going to go to ChatGPT. Guys, today I'm going to be using sam.gov. I'm going to be using sam.gov. Sam.gov. Now, with sam.gov, I like to use industry keywords. Okay, so I use ChatGPT to generate industry keywords. And guys, if you're not transcribing with ChatGPT, you're making a big mistake. I need you to start transcribing with ChatGPT, guys. I'm going to show you exactly how this works. This is how to transcribe with ChatGPT to generate industry keywords for your government contracts. Okay, check this out. I'd like you to generate industry keywords for the NAICS codes of waste management. I want to generate industry keywords to help me search through sam.gov. Generate at least 5 industry keywords and 5 industry key search phrases to help me search properly. So check this out. I've transcribed. The transcription worked, and we're moving forward. I want to make sure everyone is still seeing this. Oh man, let me add it to the stage. All right, so guys, if you want to transcribe, this is how it's going to go. You're going to need to say what you're going to need to click on the transcribe key right here and say whatever you need to say. Hey, I'm looking to transcribe blah 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 blah, and you say whatever you want to say. So I did that, and now we have some industry keywords. These are industry keywords, and these are industry search phrases. These are some industry search phrases. Okay, so I'm going to grab waste disposal, which is one of the industry keywords. I'm going to take it into sam.gov. And when I'm here in sam.gov, I'm going to hit like this backflow preventer. Okay, annual boiler maintenance services. Let's take a look at this. This is the annual boiler maintenance services. Okay, so we see here that we have 3 attachments. What kind of attachments are we looking at here? We see when I see an attachment like this that says wage determination, I'm just going to open up this wage determination document. I'm going to download it first because I actually want to show you. Um, this is the SCA wage determination form. You know what? I'm just going to download all the attachments first. Let me do this way. Download this BEI 8th edition. I'm going to download that as well. But I'm also going to download this solicitation document. Usually when I see a code like this, I know it's a solicitation. Let me see. Okay, so let's go through this document. You see a description here. It says that this solicitation for annual boiler maintenance services and notice of all total SDVOSB set aside. Interested parties may submit quotes directly to. We have the email of the contracting officer. But let's check out what this is all about. I'm going to go to the AI GovCon proposal builder. Listen, the AI GovCon proposal builder is what you need. You can use the open chats to break down a contract. It's fine. But I'm going to tell you with experience that using this has been much better, much faster for myself and my community members. So I've attached all the documents, and immediately I do that, I'm going to break it down like this. Look, the AI GovCon proposal builder is going to break it down in a certain way. It's going to give you a solicitation summary. there's always going to be a solicitation summary first. After the solicitation summary, you're always going to have a statement of work summary. After the statement of work summary, you're immediately going to have a submission instruction. So this is the method because first of all, these are the three key things that you need to know at a glance when dealing with any contract. So I trained this GPT to literally give you that information immediately. I hope there's some people in the chat that are hearing exactly what I'm saying here. Okay, so let's take a let's take a look at what we have here. So the issuing agency is the Department of Veteran Affairs Network Contracting Office. And the title is Semi-Annual Boiler Inspection, Testing and Preventative Maintenance Services. Fantastic. Okay. We have this here. This is the statement of work summary. So the statement of work is simple. It says provide semi-annual boiler safety inspections, testing, and preventative maintenance at two VA campuses. This is Seattle and America Lake. Okay, so what's the scope of work? Boiler safety training according to the BVHA, Boiler and Associated Plant Safety Device Setting Manual. Okay, so it's a bunch of stuff. I just want you to see here clearly that we have a solicitation summary, statement of work summary, and submission instruction. What does the submission instruction actually say? Format, follow instructions E1. So I would see if there's a document. The evaluation criteria is based on price, technical capability, and past performance. Price, technical capability, and past performance. So would you like me to go to the mandatory screening questions? Now, when it talks about mandatory screening questions, the GPT just creates context about your company, asking things like your company name, if you're subcontracting the work, etc., etc. So now let's look at this. I'm going to say, let's begin to write the proposal. When it comes to writing the proposal, you want to first start by adding the context. So you see, it's giving me some context. Very simply, I'm going to transcribe all the answers. Typing is okay, but speaking is definitely a shorter period of time. So it says, what's my company name? What's the company URL? Am I subcontracting the work? And would I want the subcontractor to be named in the proposal? So I'm going to be very swift with my answers. It's like this. My company name is ABC Ltd. Do you want the company URL? No, I don't want my company URL. I don't have one yet. Yes, I am subcontracting the work. The subcontractor does not have a URL. And I would like them to be named something like local advisors or local team, just something that matches with the overall tone of the proposal. And there we go. There we go. We're writing this out. ABC Ltd, subcontracting. We are subcontracting the work. And then it gives us a table of contents. So I'll go ahead and say, yes, I would like you to proceed to writing the executive summary. So as you can see, it's a step-by-step process. One thing that you want to get out of your mind is this idea that you're going to be writing the proposal in one prompt. You want to be controlled. You want to take it step by step. ABC Ltd, in partnership with our trusted local advisory team, is pleased to submit this proposal in response to a solicitation. Okay, so you can see how the tone starts off. Issued by the Department of Veteran Affairs Network Contracting Office. This proposal outlines our comprehensive solution to provide semi-annual boiler inspection, testing, preventative maintenance, and associated training servicing. So you can see very nice, simple executive summary. Listen, I don't know why the executive summary is controversial to some. As far as your executive summary is not 10 pages long, I think a 2-page executive summary is a lot. But an executive summary like this that outlines who you are, what your understanding of the contract, your understanding of the problem, and how you're going to let them know how you're going to fix those problems within this proposal, I think is polite. I don't think it's controversial at all. In fact, I have contracting officers within my community who have said no issues with a executive summary. Okay, so should we move on to technical approach? Yes, we can move on to technical approach. One of the best things about this particular AI GovCon proposal builder is that it does everything step by step again. It gives you control. ABC Ltd, supported by our local advisory team, will deliver a comprehensive standard based solution for semi annual boiler inspections, safety device testing, preventative maintenance, and operator training at both the Seattle and America Lake campus. So you can see straight to the point, active voice. This is something that's trained within this GPT that I've allowed for my inner circle members to access. Guys, if you would like to be a part of our inner circle, I suggest you join. We have a lot of good stuff in there for anybody who ends up joining. Our classroom section is going to take you through Trello. How do you manage your contract with a project management system? I'm going to show you how to get industry keywords using AI. I'm going to show you how to break down federal government contracts with some very precise prompts. This module has precise prompts. I show you how to go through subcontractors. How do you get those subcontractors? Could it be a Google Boolean search or a GPT search? I show you all those methods in module 3. And then module 4 talks about smart proposal secrets. Then we move on to GPT's proposal builder. The proposal builder is within this GPT that allows you to break down contracts the way I have been breaking down these contracts all through, and so many more goodies for anybody who joins the inner circle. The link is in the description. But to everybody who joined this live, thank you for being here. But I have to say goodbye.